Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It is your girl, well, not your girl or anyone else's as a matter of fact, but it is your girl Janelle. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed to the channel, I just want to take a moment to encourage you and press the subscribe button, or you can hit the little icon with my face on it at the right hand side at the bottom. I hope this is the right, but yes, you can also tell a friend to tell a friend to go and subscribe, because we here at the Madhouse, I think that's what I'll be calling this little community going forward. But we here at the Madhouse are very welcoming. Also, if by the time you reach the end of the video, if you reach the end of the video and you've enjoyed it, or you took something from it, send it to somebody, share it to somebody who might benefit from it or enjoy me and my bubbly personality. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Anyway, so today, I'm going to be a bit vulnerable with you guys. All right. So I'll be sharing, one of my many struggles that, like beat me down bad pan a regular. So yeah, for those of you who don't know me or know me well, I struggle, with anxiety, and there are times, like they're frequent and they last quite a while, when like my mood is like really low and I just don't want to interact with nobody, I don't want to talk to nobody, no nobody bother me. I just can't bother with life, like them things there. But like my mood just really low, and I just don't feel like myself in one way, if you get what I'm saying. Because I experience like those low moods on a regular basis, and I just don't want to do nothing. Like, but literally do one. I'm not even want to get up for go work. But yeah, that's one of like the many reasons why I've been MIA on here and haven't done anything much with my natural hair page on Instagram. But as it is already, I am not an avid social media user. I mean, I use it, I go up on it and like watch stories, but I don't really interact or post anything on social media. But yeah, because of that, my social media usage has like decreased. So this is me just coming back because your girl has been going through it. I've been going through it. I've been into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk about that today. Listen, I'm here laughing like just to, I need healthier coping mechanism. Oh my gosh. All right. So today, as I said, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell you about the time I had an anxiety attack or panic attack or whatever they want to classify it as, in the middle of nowhere, right? In the middle of nowhere. So let's just sit back, relax, and let me tell you a story. Let me set the scene for you and everything. All right. So like I made sure like I write it down because I don't want to forget anything. So if you see me looking down, I look for my notes. All right, look in the camera channel. So basically this was like in 2019. Yeah, sometime in 2019. So I think 2 years ago, like they're relatively new in London, cause whenever they go away, we never leave the house and go away cause we don't know nobody, we never did know nobody. But I guess I like a job and me I earn my little money and thing, but the job that I had was like in the hospitality industry where I'd like work at different events, whether it be waitressing, yeah, whether it be waitressing, hosting, or even like in the or working on the bar, whatever. Yeah. So this particular event was a wedding and it was out of London. It wasn't really in London, it was outside of London, right? As it was in the beginning. But it barely know London. Like I'll be using Google Maps or one of those map apps and I will be getting lost. Like lost. So me as a little newcomer here in the UK, here in England, barely knowing London, and me for go to this event for go do my job. I'ma do I don't know nothing. I don't know nowhere, I don't know nobody. So anyways, because of where I live and the train line that is closest to me, it is terrible. It is awful. Like the district and the Hammersmith and City line are one of the worst lines. Oh my gosh. But the amount of time I leave out early, and because of those lines, I will forever be late. And that is what happened on that day. So I leave out early because like I think the travel time was like an hour and a half or something like that. So I'm gonna leave out like give myself 2 hours for reach there, right? And so said, so done. It's quite predictable at this point. I got on the district line, or I don't remember which one it was, but I got on the train and I'm on the train and underground, and the train stopped because apparently some fault with some signaling something. So that they just delayed the whole thing. Like from the get go, but just bound for be late. So that's why these days I'm not rushing up because I know some I go late anyway. I'm gonna take it no matter if I leave out early or not. So district line late. Line late. I'm gonna get to, I don't know if it was London Bridge, or I think it was London Bridge. Forget one of them Thames Link or one of them National Rail. One of them train they will go outside of London. One of them something there, right? And because the district line, was delayed, I ended up missing the train that I was supposed to get to reach the place wherever on time. So that happened. I missed the train when we did forget from London Bridge to go out of London, right? And therefore wait on next 20 to 30 minutes for the next train. And I finally get on the train, yeah? I finally get on the train and everything are going good. I still have a couple minutes, so I still couldn't probably reach on time. But guess what? I'm up on the train there. Guess what happened on that train? Somebody dropped down on the train and they ended up having to press one distress button. The alarm button for call for help if somebody need it or whatever. So that did cause the train for delay too. Is like everything that I work against me that day there, and as I said, people I don't know where I'm going, so I'm gonna give myself more than enough time to like get lost and find my way. But all of that extra time no gone because the first train delay and now the second train delayed, right? I'm like, yo, I don't have the number for nobody upon that party at that particular event because like, listen, I'm running late, whatever. So after them deal with that alien person, the train finally gone about it business, and as it get closer to my stop, I can feel the panic arise. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, I am going to be late. I don't know where may I go, but don't know any landmarks or anything. I know some I'm gonna get lost with Google Maps or whatever map, and I just cannot take it. Like, talking about it right now, it just has stressed me out. It just has stressed me out talking, like sharing this, like just remembering the day. It just has stressed me out. So, I got off the train, and it was one of them places there where you don't really have like public transportation like in London where you have TFL and whatever. And when we did a gonna bus never there could go there. So I have to walk like about 15 minutes. Like a 10-15 minutes reach to the event location. And I start walk, right? I start walking. And about 5 minutes in, because when I'm telling you, I feel the panic arise. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. Focus, Johnny. Like, I felt my nose said something. It just stressed me out. So like 5 minutes into the walk, I start sweat. And mind you, I shouldn't have sweat because that time it was like cold. I think it was in autumn, mid-autumn or something like that. It was in autumn. So I should not sweat because I just start walk 5 minutes. I don't feel sweat or nothing like that. But yeah, I tell you, I start sweat. I feel my heart rate went through the roof. And at that moment, and I'm like, okay, Janelle, if you don't get this under control, you're going to freak the out right here in the middle of the street. And we do not want that. We do not want that at all. Like, I'm here gesturing with my hand and you guys can't see it. Also, like, my avant clothes. Just saying. So don't think I don't have on anything. Right? So almost like I tell myself, okay, Janelle, calm down. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. You can do this, girl. You can do this. Let me tell you. You think after doing that, I would have been somewhat more calm or something? The opposite of what I wanted happened. The opposite of that happened. Like, I tell you, the opposite of that happened. I'm like military just have to stop and like just make everything clear. But they just have to make everything clear because school sets up wash me. Like, my heart rate gone through the roof. Like, militarily start couldn't see my vision, couldn't focus on nothing. And the thing is, because my telling say it was in the middle of nowhere, like you have the odd car pause every now and then. Nobody now walk to no bus stop or nothing or to the station because people them probably their work or something, and no shops never line off the place. So it's just one long piece of road, right? So I was just there and I'm like, I literally started like tears were in my eye, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got dead. I am going to die. It's like, I can't die like this. I can't go like this. Like, I need help, and nobody not there to help me. Honestly. And like, I'm kind was like, tell my mother some love her. Dear God, tell my mother some love her. Like, mommy, I love you. And I'm like, whoo. And I'm like, I can't die like this. Like, that's how I'm gonna say to myself, I can't die like this. I cannot die like this. And like, I keep saying that until like something flip. And I was like, bitch. Get it together. Get it together, girl. Like, that's how like I started talking to myself in my head. I was like, get it together, girl. You can do this. Pull yourself together. So after like that little encouraging moment from myself, after I did a fleck about a good couple minutes about some mega dead, after that I called I called the company that I worked with and like was like, listen, like, could you just let them know that I'm going to be late? Because while all of that wasn't happening, like I still had a couple minutes where I could reach the event, like, but not late, not on time, but not too late. So I'm like, listen, let them know that I'm going to be late because right now, mm, military just have a panic attack. Military just have an anxiety attack, you know. As I said, whichever one them want use them classify it as. I literally just had a panic attack and nobody know that like military the phone and I saw me breathe and nobody know there to help me. I'm just need to calm myself. So can you please let them know that I'm going to be late because in addition to that, somebody dropped down on a train and I just someone start I literally just someone start talk and like wow my there. Now the tears in my drop, I just feel the water coming on I can't tell me why am I a water right now. I'm like it's like I need help. I need help. But let them know that I'm coming and I'm just going to take my time and get to the venue because and the person who I talked to was like, okay, all right, I'll let them know, and I hope you know everything, you're alright, and you feel better and whatever. But I'll let them know the situation. So I'm like, thank you so much. And after that call, you know, I start pulling myself together. I was like, all right, Janelle, all right, where am I? Where am I? You know, I need for refocus, recenter myself and get back on the road. Somebody there I look for Google Maps and my hand just a shake and I'm like, where do I need to go now? Where do I need to go? And I saw you know, usually if I'm, you know, running late or anything, I kind of put some little pep in my step, but I couldn't afford to put pep in my step. Like I was just so spent. I was so spent and I'm just take my little time, I'm gonna walk on. And but yeah, that's it. That's the story of me having a panic attack in the middle of nowhere in bush because that was all I'm seeing. I was seeing little short walls and bush and odd cars passing. Right? It was like you're going to country here. It's like you're going out to the country, but whatever. Yeah, so that's what happened. And this is one of the many experiences like that I've had happen to me, and I don't think I really shared this with anyone, this particular one, anyone or any of the other ones, to be honest. But I know, like I remember the first time I had a panic attack. I was in grade six. I was in grade six, and I think it was like the day before I did my GSAT exams, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but I just had a panic attack, and it was because of that panic attack, or was it the last day of my GSAT exams, or during something along thing, you know, and it was because of that first panic attack, like I discovered that I have asthma, so thank you, anxiety. Thank you. But yeah, because of that, I discovered I had anxiety. Yeah, I was like 11 or 12 at the time that I can recall experiencing that. Like, I'm trying to think back to an earlier age, but that's the first one I can recall, right? And there are instances like where I know that my anxiety triggers like my triggers migraines. Like I'll have migraines for days. Like for days I have to endure it. Or, you know, other times I have like bowel issues. No shame in the game, but I have bowel issues. Or I'm just like restless and like I'm shaking. And if you ever like sit down with me and it's like I'm like just shaking my leg like that thing, because just know. But yeah, and it's like the older I got and I realized the trend and these signs and whatever, I realized that I've been experiencing or struggling with anxiety from like a really young age. And because of how society is and whatever, you know, a lot of people, they don't think that children can be affected by these things. But in reality, like, children suffer from mental health issues. Children are depressed. Children experience anxiety related shit. And you just be more mindful. And for any parents that are out there watching this, and I know, especially like in the Caribbean, like we like to downplay things or play it up and like where I going so far, where I behave so far. But you need to like make notes of these things, because it can be telling you that there's something big at play and your child needs help. Your child needs someone to talk to. You need to you need to change the way you speak to your child or something. But yeah, so with that said, um there is also something that I've noticed, like for me personality for me personally, is that when I have like major events or life events, it's like that's when anxiety is at an all-time high. And even though like I think I'm not worrying about it, or to myself I'm not worrying about it, but I think somewhere in my subconscious may I worry about it. And I normally have like migraines or I can't sleep or shit like that. So like, for example, I tell you a GSAT where I experienced my first one, and the next one was like CSEC, then Cape. Like I have issues sleeping, like insomnia, like, you know, because the thing is, around those periods, I will have issues sleeping, like can't fall asleep, and then when I do fall asleep, I'm waking up at like four in the morning. And for what reason? For what reason am I waking up at that time and I can't go back to sleep? So they all just pile up, as I said. And I think yeah. So I think that's it. So people just need to be more mindful, be kind, and shit like that, because you don't know what people going through. And oh, I did mention that like I have periods where like my moods are really low. My moods are really low. And like as I said before, like I have issues sleeping, and like during these low periods as well, like I experience insomnia again. Or I'm like really like, it's either I'm experiencing insomnia or I'm sleeping a lot, and I'm feeling really tired even though I've been sleeping all day or whatever. And I just don't want to do anything. Like I am very unproductive during that period as well. I can't get anything done, and as I said, just want to be left alone. I think I said that earlier in the beginning. And like things like even the sound of my name or any sound at all, like it just irritate me. Like I'm very irritable during this time, and literally every single thing annoys me, like no joke. And people might say I'm miserable, and once upon a time I had an issue with that, but no, I really could care less. I could care less. If you want someone miserable, I just saw it go. Say no. When I'm going through the motion, and I'm ready to throw hands, like I am ready to throw hands at every and anybody. Honestly, like I'm just looking at my notes right now to make sure I cover everything. Like I have some like really good days, I like here and there and all them things there. And sometimes I don't notice it because it's just, sometimes I really don't notice it. But I think today was a really good day for me. But yeah, all I can say is like life hard, yeah, man. Life hard, life hard, life hard, life hard. So what I encourage you all to do is to just do what's best for you and your mental. What is wrong with me and ages? Do what's best. What I can say is that I'm encouraging you to do what's best for you and your mental health, because no one else is going to do it for you. And with that said, don't be afraid to prioritize yourself and be selfish. Be selfish and prioritize yourself, because people, you are expandable to people. You are expandable to your workplace. You always hear people say, if you're dead tomorrow, if you're dead today, tomorrow they might advertise your position for somebody else. So, girl, dudes, do you boo? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Yeah. So I just hope I've brought some aware. All right. So I hope I brought some form of awareness to you, and you'll be more mindful of how you treat others, and that you should always be kind, because you don't know what people going through, you don't know what them struggle with, you don't know, you just don't know. And I've said it before, and at this point it's just repetition after repetition, but I'm gonna emphasize it a little more. Be kind. It doesn't hurt to be kind, all right? It doesn't hurt to be kind. I've said it before in previous videos, and I'll be saying it again in future videos until I get the message. Like, I'll always be saying this, okay? So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, comment if you have anything else to add, and subscribe again if you haven't, and share with someone who might benefit from this, or just comment, give me feedback. I want to engage with you guys. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and let's start our conversation. Put your best foot forward, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. What was I saying?